Hi everyone, I am JT Pilot, and today I'll be making another video. This time will be the long-awaited return of my Norfolk International Airport model series. This is the fifth update. This is for July of 2022. And many of you may be wondering, this is the fifth update. Wow. Yes, this is the fifth update, but the last time we've done this airport was 2 years ago in July of 2020. And yeah, the airport wasn't looking too hot. And the older Norfolk Airport updates are available on my YouTube channel if you want to watch them. I don't really recommend watching them, but if you want to see my older stuff, you can go watch them. But this new Norfolk is so much better. I did redo the whole airport. It's not on that foam mat anymore, because that is kind of unacceptable quality for me. But anywho, so yes, this will be the long-awaited return of my Norfolk International Airport series. And yeah, so this is not a one-to-one scale Norfolk International Airport, but this is pretty close. I have all the proper gates and all the aircraft I need for this airport, so that's why I figured let's start doing this airport update this July. So this is our second new airport to the YouTube channel. I'll count this as a new airport just because we haven't done this airport in such a long time. So Norfolk International Airport is my home airport, and yeah, so I do live in a suburb outside Norfolk, which is called Virginia Beach, and a lot of you know about the Hampton Roads area. If you know what I'm saying. I do live in Virginia Beach. I do not live in Jacksonville, Florida, like many of you think I do, but yeah, so this is my home airport. I've flown out this airport several times, especially this gate right here where I have this, my phone hand over to. So, yes, gate A3. Yeah, the Southwest gates. And of course, I've flown out there several times before. Yeah, so I'm extremely excited to bring this airport update back to my YouTube channel. And yeah, so in a few minutes' time, I'll be showing you guys the whole international airport lineup. And yeah, I should say this isn't really an international airport just because there's no international flights. We did have one international flight, and I will talk about that in the video. So let's pan over to the layout of this airport. Alright, so proceeding onto the layout of my brand new Norfolk International Model Airport. And yes, here is the layout. In case I didn't mention, this will be a realistic airport day. Meaning this is our first non-fictional airport day in a very long time. So these are all realistic routes. All the aircraft are realistic except for the Delta 757. I will be getting an NG Delta 757 hopefully next week, so stay tuned. I did put the 753 in there just to showcase that we are getting Delta 757s finally. So that's really exciting. We'll get to that. But anyway, so everything's realistic in this airport day. Everything will have, all the aircraft will have flight numbers, that kind of thing. I always wanted to add flight numbers, but unfortunately, since I've been doing fictional airport updates, I haven't been really able to use flight numbers. So, well, flight numbers, and yeah, most of these flights are based on today, which is Wednesday, July 6th of 2022. There are some flights from Tuesday and Thursday, especially the Breeze flights, because Breeze only flies out select days, about like 4 times weekly for most of the flights on Breeze. So yeah, so here's the layout of my new Norfolk International Airport. So over here we have Concourse A, which is slightly slanted. That's how it's supposed to be in real life. And then here we have like the we have a little walkway here between the main terminal building, and this is a walkway. TSA's in there. I've been through there before. I know what it looks like. Here are the American Airlines gates right here. They have around 4 gates with jet bridges. They do have some hard stands over here for this American Eagle aircraft. And these right here are all hard stands right here. This is on the Jacksonville Fictional Airport mat. I do not have a custom Norfolk mat yet. I would love to get one soon, so hopefully we'll get one soon. That's more on the higher priority list when getting a Southwest Love Field Fictional mat. So here are some hard stands here. Breeze loves to park here as well, so... But this is mainly American parks here in Breeze that's parking unused aircraft. And then here we have the 2 Southwest gates. We have gate A3 and A5 right there. Southwest parks there, and that's basically it. They only have 2 gates in Norfolk. They really need to expand and get another gate. And yeah, behind these Southwest 747 right there where all the GSC is parked. This is our international gate. We used to get an Air Canada CRJ200 service about 5 or 6 years ago. That was a pretty cool service. I don't believe it did too well, though, but I would love to see another international airline come to Norfolk. Yeah, maybe Breeze will start some international flights soon. We'll have to see, and that'll be pretty exciting, especially with the new AT20s. They have so much range on them, so... Yeah, and over here right now is mainly parking for ground service equipment, so I put some jet bridges there and some trucks over there, so... Yeah, so this is Concourse Alpha, so Concourse Alpha or A, whatever you want to call it. It mainly... This American and Southwest flies out of Concourse Alpha, and there's some hard stands as well. So, moving on to your next concourse, which is Concourse Bravo, or Concourse B. And this is where most of the airlines file in Norfolk. This concourse is jam-packed in today's update. So we have Delta, United, Allegiant, Frontier, and Breeze all file the Concourse B. And most of the Concourse B gates all have jet bridges. There's some hard stands over here, which I did not include. So the concourse extends from the terminal building right there. It comes out, and then it kind of diverges right here. Goes out to here and goes out to here. But unfortunately, I don't have any more terminal pieces to do that. But so we just put the gates like this. This is somewhat realistic, this end, but those two other ends are they're realistic. So here are the Delta Airlines gates. They have around 4 gates this airport. Not enough for Delta, but yeah, Norfolk is somewhat slot restricted. There's not many gates for each airline at Norfolk, which is pretty surprising. And then this corner gate over here, this is the United Airlines gates right here. So they have all these gates here in real life. There's some regional gates in between where the 747s are parked, so I did not represent that, but there is some. And then over here, these gates over here, this is the this is the multi-use gate over here. Breeze mainly uses these gates, but Legion and Frontier also uses these gates. So yeah, Breeze has so many flights from here, they have to park some aircraft at hard stands, which I did represent that over there. Sometimes behind that CRJ 900 right there, Breeze also parks them there, and Embraer 190s over there as well. And yeah, so those are the terminals right there. And then we have some taxiways, which are the same exact taxiways that are used for Jacksonville Fictional Airport. Similar situation as the Southwest KLUV Airport as well. So yeah, so that's the main terminal building there. So that's where there's like a little food court in there. There's TSA's over there as well, going in for Concourse Bravo. And then there's another walkway that goes way out above the road, and there's like the baggage claim over there. So back behind the terminal buildings, that's where the parking lot is, the parking garage. And then there's another parking lot there for long-term storage of cars over there. And then on this left area right here, where my carpet is, there is a cargo terminal as well. And yeah, and in the cargo terminal, UPS and FedEx does fire. I do not have a FedEx model yet. I mainly need to get a FedEx A300. Unfortunately, the Air Classic one's gotten rare. I really wish I would have picked that one up, but yeah. And I would love to get a FedEx 757, preferably the NG one. And then I do have a UPS model right there. So we'll represent that in today's update. And yes, that is it for the introduction section. A pretty long section, but there's lots of things I wanted to cover in this airport update. And yeah, so nonetheless, let's start off with Concourse Alpha, and we'll be starting off the Southwest section. And yeah. All right, moving on to Concourse Alpha or Concourse A at my Norfolk International Airport. And yes, it's worth saying it's not a fictional airport because I'm so used to doing fictional airport updates, but this is a realistic airport at long last. And then maybe I've been requesting me to do these, and yeah. So before we get to the Southwest gates, we'll just start off with the international gate. So here's the international gate right here. I did forget to mention this in the little intro section. We do see frequent diversions mainly from New York and the DC area. Those frequently come in, and we have gotten several international flights, mainly on JetBlue's been the key one, but we have gotten Air France 333 that came in recently from France, and we also United 764 that came in from I believe like Barcelona, somewhere in Spain. So those two are really cool flights, but you know, so those are really cool diversions. I just want to say that hopefully NG will make an Air France 333. I'd definitely buy to represent that in one of these airport dates. We also received the OWG cargo 738 that came in from like Aruba a couple months ago. That was a really cool diversion. So yeah, so I really want to get that model if anyone else does it, because that'd be pretty cool representing the Norfolk International Airport update. So yeah, so there's the international gate there, and then here we have the Southwest gate. So here are gate Alpha 3 and Alpha 5. I've flown out both of these gates, and yeah. So starting with the first aircraft, here are the Southwest Boeing 747-800. This is the beautiful NG model's first release, because NG models will be doing a second release, technically the fourth release, but the second registration release, I should call it. And yeah, I am so excited for that release. I did pre-order 3 of them. It's going to be absolutely amazing. This will be absolutely amazing models once I get them. They'll be perfect for my Southwest Fictional Love Airport. So yeah, Love Field Airport, I should say. So this Southwest 747-800, this aircraft has arrived in from Nashville, Southwest Flight 920, and you'll be heading right back out there. So Nashville has become a frequent destination for Southwest. They have been flying to Nashville about every single day. Yeah, and so yeah, in the last airport day for Norfolk, Southwest was only flying to Nashville on Saturdays. Now they're flying to Nashville about every single day, which is pretty exciting news indeed. I'm glad Nashville's doing well. And Nashville's mainly been on 747-800s, which means it's been doing really, really well. And yeah. Alright, moving on to the next aircraft, 2D Southwest 747-700 Harlow. This is the 963 Whiskey November. This is one aircraft that Vision would be perfect for Norfolk, and yeah. So this aircraft has just arrived in from Baltimore, or Southwest Flight 1896, and we'll be heading right back out there. I have been on that flight several times, and it is a very short flight. It's around a 30-minute flight, so yeah, and one time we cruised around like 12,000 feet on that flight, so you know it's short when you're cruising only that high. So Yeah, so Southwest also has Orlando International Airport as one of their destinations. So Orlando's been pretty a hit or miss on weekdays. I've been on that Orlando flight several times before. So we have Orlando. We also have Chicago Midway, which will be represented later in this update. We also have Denver, which is a seasonal flight, and we have Dallas Lovefield, which is a brand new seasonal flight that wasn't in the last Norfolk Airport day. So I've been on the Dallas Lovefield flight. It's a pretty fun flight. Unfortunately, San Diego is gone from Norfolk Airport. They removed that destination, and they removed St. Louis and Atlanta as well. So we used to have those routes, but those are all gone. So pretty unfortunate. So that's it for the Southwest case. I'm going to move on to the hard stands, which is right here. So we have this little backlit So here with the American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-700. We'll just get this aircraft before I move to the next section. This aircraft is just arriving from Chicago O'Hare or AA Flight 3152. This is operated by SkyWest Airlines. With American Eagle, we about to get every single regional carrier for American Eagle, excluding Mesa Airlines, which is pretty cool to say that our airport gets it. Yeah, so this American Eagle CRJ-7 is riding from Chicago O'Hare, and he'll be heading out to Oklahoma City. So this is a repositioning flight because the O'Hare flight got canceled, so he will be heading out to Oklahoma City instead. Pretty cool flight. And yeah, so our airport is a PSA base for, I believe it's a maintenance base. We do frequently see repositioning flights for CRJ-700, so pretty cool to see. And yeah, they have a little hangar here, so pretty cool to say. But this is a SkyWest aircraft, and this flight was operated on the SkyWest House aircraft, which I don't have. I did sell the Gemini. I kind of regret selling it, but oh well. But this Gemini CRJ-700 is a SkyWest CRJ-700, so glad we at least have a SkyWest CRJ-700. And this flight is 100% realistic, and he's parked at the hard stands over here. This is not an American gate. This is just a hard stand gate right here for JetBridge. So yeah. So that's it for this American Eagle CRJ-700. Let's move on to another aircraft. Alright, proceeding on to the next aircraft. Here we have a Breeze ERJ-195. This aircraft will be operating as a Breeze E-190 because Gemini has not done the E-190 yet. Hopefully they'll do that soon. So Norfolk for Breeze, we mainly receive E-190s and some ERJ-195s. We do get the A220 regularly from Tampa, but that's about it for Breeze. So Breeze does park some spare aircraft over here, or extra aircraft, whatever you want to call them. Because this Norfolk Airport is slot restricted, so they tow these aircraft over here just for a little bit, and then this aircraft will return back to the gate in a couple of hours. So this Breeze ERJ-195 has just arrived in from White Plains as Breeze Flight 498, and you'll be heading right back out there. So Breeze, we have a wide variety of destinations. We have White Plains, we have Providence, we have Providence, we have Long Island Islip, we have West Palm Beach, we have Savannah coming up, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Jacksonville, Florida is another one, Tampa, I'm forgetting one, Akron, Ohio, I believe is one. Actually, no, that's not one. Scratch that's not one. Sorry. We have Pittsburgh, that's the other one. Yeah, we have a wide variety of destinations, and yeah, so Akron, Ohio is not a destination yet. I would not doubt Breeze as that. And of course, we have Charleston, South Carolina. Cannot forget Charleston, South Carolina. That's a really cool flight there. So, yeah, glad Breeze is doing dividends in Norfolk. Breeze has done fairly well in Norfolk. They have delayed some of their flights, so sadly, I believe because the flights aren't even doing well. They have pilot shortages, that kind of thing. So, yeah, pilot shortages are a problem across most major U.S. airlines. That probably is the reason why. So, yeah, so once again, this Breeze ERJ-195 has just arrived from White Plains, and you'll be heading right back out there. And this flight was operating on an E-190. So that's it for this hard-stand area. Let's move on to the American Airlines section. Alright, moving on to my American Airlines section of my 1400 Norfolk Model Airport. And yeah, so here we have the American Airlines one 747 MAX 8. So this is a new aircraft in Norfolk. American has started sending these MAXs this year on their Miami route. The Miami route has been upgraded from an ERJ-190, ERJ-175 service up to a MAX 8, and some A419 with Sharklets have also been on this route. So the last Norfolk Airport day, we did not have American MAXs, A, because they're grounded, and B, the Miami service is on regional jets. So it's pretty exciting how American Airlines has upgraded their Miami service to 747 MAX 8. This is a seasonal thing, but they will be returning back to regional jets this fall. So pretty unfortunate, but I just love to see the American 747 MAX 8. This is the first time it's ever been at Norfolk on a regular passenger service. Somebody's had to divert it to Norfolk from like New York John Kennedy, that kind of thing. But yeah, this is one of our first scheduled American Airlines MAX services, and this is our only American MAX service for now. So this American 747, the MAX 8, has just arrived in from Miami as AA Flight 1448, and you'll be making a return flight out there soon. And this is a pretty early departure. This is a 6 a.m. departure. So yeah. Alright, moving on to the next aircraft here, the American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-900, the almighty CRJ-900. This aircraft has just arrived in from Washington National as AA Flight 5219, and You'll be heading right back out there. This is a PSA flight, and this route has been consistently on CRJ-900s. We have seen some E-175 service from Republic, I believe, on that route, and also some CRJ-700 service as well. Alright, moving on to the next American aircraft here, the American Boeing 747-800 with the new wing logos. I love this engine model. It's a flat-out amazing engine model. Man, they nailed this model. The color is perfect. The wing logos are perfect. Everything's just perfect on this model. Definitely one of my favorite models. So this is American 747-800. Has just arrived in from Charlotte's AA Flight 1917, and you'll be heading right back out there. So Charlotte is one of our most popular services out in Norfolk. Charlotte sees around 6 daily services on American, mainly American 747-800s. We have an A419, but we do see some regional service on CRJ-900s, CRJ-700s, and occasionally on the E-175. So lots of service on that Charlotte route. It is a pretty popular route out of Norfolk International Airport, mainly because of U.S. Airways. That was a U.S. Airways route. So where these American aircraft are parked, this used to be the U.S. Airways gates before they merged with American. So American took over these gates once U.S. Airways merged into American. And yeah, American used to park at Concourse Bravo, but they park at Concourse Alpha now. So yeah. All right, moving on to the next aircraft here, the American Eagle Embraer ERJ-145. So I'm glad we were able to include this aircraft in today's update. And yes, this aircraft has just arrived in from Philadelphia as AA Flight 6223, and you'll be heading right back out there. This aircraft is operated by Piedmont. So this is a pretty cool service. And yeah, we used to see these ERJ-145s all the time in Norfolk, but we're not really seeing them anymore. American's only using them on the Philadelphia service, and United is occasionally using them on the Dallas service, but yeah, I really love the ERJ-145. And yeah, and this aircraft this model is also 100% realistic because this is a Piedmont model. So pretty cool indeed. So that's it for the American Airlines section. Let's move on to the Delta section. Alright, so proceeding on to the Delta Airlines section. So we start with the first aircraft, which is the Delta Connection Bombardier CRJ-700. So many of you don't know I had this model. I had this model for around 2 years now. I got this from a Wildfall Collectibles restock, and this is the 2018 release with the closed landing gear. So yeah, I did skip out on the new release of it just because I don't need another Delta Connection CRJ-700, and I'm perfectly fine with this model because we rarely use it. But Delta have been sending these to Norfolk on infrequent services, I should say. They've been coming in like every other day or so on some CRJ-900 services as substitutions, I do believe. So yeah, so this Delta Connection CRJ-700 has just arrived in from New York John Kennedy. It's flight Delta 4692, and you'll be heading right out there. And this flight is operated by Endeavor Air. And Endeavor Air mainly operates all the regional flights for Delta out of Norfolk. I believe Republic did operate some ERJ-175 services, so and 170 services, but I do not have them all to represent that. So pretty unfortunate. Alright, moving on to the next model, we can zoom the camera out a little bit. Out here with the beautiful Delta Airlines service A319-100. This is a pretty exciting sight to see. So this Delta A319 has arrived in from Detroit as flight Delta 1381. You'll be making a return flight out there. This is the first time in a long time we have mainline service on the Detroit service, and a second mainline service on Delta overall besides the Atlanta service. Pretty exciting news indeed. And I'm glad this Detroit service has been doing really well. And this flight has been mainly operated on A319, but some 747-900s have been on this route, and some A321s have also been on this route as well. So really exciting service indeed. And yes, this Detroit service is operated on mainly A319s and CRJ-900s, so pretty exciting news indeed. And even more exciting news for me is here we have the beautiful Delta Airlines Boeing 757-300. So this flight is operating for a Delta 757-200 just because I don't have that model yet. I should be receiving that model some point next week, hopefully. Or the week after next with massive unboxing free, which should be coming sooner than I thought, because I got confirmation from my retailer we should be getting them in very soon. And yeah, so yeah, with the massive unboxing free models, there will only be 6. That's because 2 of them are delayed because engine models, those delay models. So the Airflyer won't be coming until August, and the Play won't be coming until August, which I'm really sad about. But it's NG, and they love delaying models for no reason. But hopefully they are just tweaking the model, making it an even better model. That's what I'm hoping. That's probably what Engine Models is doing. There's probably some sort of issue with those models. I think the Airflyer is the box set art that was really bad, and the Play probably the liveries messed up on it. Those are just my guesses, though. It's not confirmed or anything. So, anyways, this Delta 757-300 has arrived from Atlanta. Delta Flight 2070 and making a return flight out there. So Delta sends these 757s on about every flight to Norfolk on the Atlanta service. This is about a 5 daily flight, and yeah. So this flight's mainly on 757-200s and mainly at the winglets. There's some non-winglet ones that come to Norfolk as well. Yeah, we also see some 747-900s on the service, mainly on like on a Saturday night, or we sometimes see the 747-900 and the A321s have been on this service too. So before this summer, this flight was on Airbus A321. So and now this flight's on the 757-200. Pretty exciting news indeed. And yeah, pre-pandemic, this flight was on MD-80s and 747-900. It's just crazy to see how much Norfolk has grown since the pandemic. So yeah, crazy to see indeed. And I've been looking at Delta's schedule, and these aircraft will be flying on Norfolk indefinitely. So pretty exciting news indeed. So yeah. And moving on to the next aircraft here, that tiny Delta Connection CRJ-900. This is the almighty 2021 released by Gemini Jets, and yeah. So this aircraft has arrived in from Boston's Delta Flight 4901, and you'll be heading right back out, and this is an Endeavor Air flight. So that's it for the Delta Airlines section. Let's move on to the United Airlines section. Alright, so moving on to the United Airlines section of my Norfolk International Model Airport. And yes, so United has seen lots of improvements since the last update as well. So all their services now are on mainline, which is pretty exciting news indeed. There's at least one mainline flight per week on each service. Pretty exciting news indeed. When I did the last update, most of United services were on regional jets, excluding a couple. So now all their services have been seeing mainline service. Pretty exciting news indeed. So yeah. So we have one really exciting mainline service. I'll get to that when we get to that. So with the first aircraft, here the United Airlines, but in 747-700, what did fly an amazing engine on? We haven't used this aircraft in a little while. And yeah, so this United 747-700, we'll say he is just arriving from Washington Dulles as United Flight 2148, and he'll be making a return flight out there. Moving on to the next aircraft here, the United Airlines, but in 747-800, this is that Gemini Jets in 2019, which I would love to get the engine released in the future. We'll just see. And yeah, sorry about the lighting being a little weird over here. This is my camera doing its thing. So this United 747-800 has arrived in from Denver as United Flight 2461, and we return flight out there. So I will be flying on this flight in August on my trip to North Dakota. We'll be flying this United 747-800 back from Denver on this exact same flight. Pretty exciting news indeed. So yeah, so in August I'll be flying on United Airlines to North Dakota. So we'll be flying on the 747 MAX 9, the 777-200, the CRJ-200, and the 747-800, all on those flights. And yeah, so we'll be departing from Norfolk, probably from this gate, and we'll be heading out to Bismarck, North Dakota. Pretty exciting flights indeed. And yeah, more information about that will be coming soon. And I already provided some information on my Instagram account. Alright, moving on to the next aircraft here, the beautiful United Airlines 747-900. This aircraft has just arrived in from Chicago O'Hare, and you can return flight out there. And this flight is United Flight 2483. So the Chicago O'Hare service has been seeing some 747-900s and a Boeing 747-MAX 9. It's just amazing to see United MAX service, and we have never seen United MAX service just before. This is a new development, and yeah, hopefully Gemini Jets will make an Evo Blue 747-MAX 9. I would definitely buy it, and I will be flying on a 747-MAX 9 on that same exact route very soon. Pretty exciting news, but at least we have this beautiful NG models United 747-900. So yeah, so this aircraft has arrived in Chicago O'Hare once again as the United Flight 2483, and he's making a return flight out there. And then proceeding on to the next United aircraft here, the United Express Embraer J175. I had included at least one regional flight. This aircraft has arrived from Houston Intercontinental as United Flight 5475, and he'll be making a return flight out there. This is a SkyWest flight. The Houston service has been the most inconsistent mainline. This has mainly been on regional jets, but we have seen some mainline recently. So, yeah. So that's it for the United Airlines section. Let's move on to the low-cost section at Terminal Bravo. Alright, moving on to the next model here, the beautiful Allegiant Airlines A320-300 with sharklets. This aircraft has just arrived in from Fort Lauderdale as Allegiant Flight 924, and he's making a return flight out there. Yes, this is pretty exciting news indeed. So, I finally have an Allegiant Airbus A320 model, because the last Norfolk Airport day we did not have many Allegiant models. We only had that old delivery A319, and now I'm up to 3 Allegiant models, which will make this section so much more realistic. So, Allegiant has a wide variety of flights from Norfolk. Yeah, they fly to Fort Lauderdale. We have Atlanta, Sanford, St. Petersburg. We have Pittsburgh. We have, I believe we have Columbus. Yeah, we have the Columbus. We have a Columbus route that is on that's a set to the secondary airport though. We have, let's see what else we have for Allegiant. Let me think. I know we have those services. We do have another one I just can't think off the top of my head, but we have several Allegiant services to a lot of random cities. That's kind of Allegiant's thing. And it's Allegiant's thing out of Norfolk. yeah, Allegiant has been doing pretty well in Norfolk. We haven't really seen many flight cancellations or anything. I believe one that is either I believe the Pittsburgh service did end recently though. Pretty unfortunate, but what can you do? We still have all those other services on Allegiant. So yeah, so once again, this Allegiant A320 is arriving from Fort Lauderdale and making a return flight out there. And Allegiant services this basically just 1 to 2 times weekly. They don't really fly out of Norfolk every single day. So moving on to the Breeze Airline sections, we had the Breeze Airline section, which was non-existent in the last Norfolk Airport update, because Breeze is a brand new airline that opened up a focus day. So lots have happened since the last Norfolk Airport update. So Breeze will be flying to Norfolk International Airport. Or they currently are flying Norfolk International Airport. And yeah, before we get there, so if you're wondering why there's an empty space right here, this used to be a gate right here, and now this gate has been converted to a Starbucks. Just wanted to say that. That's kind of a little random fact, and that's why there's such a big gap right here. So, yeah. Alright, so starting with this Breeze Airbus A220. So this Breeze Airbus A220-300, we'll say he is just arriving from Tampa as Breeze Flight 129, and making a return flight out there. So this is our only consistent A220 service. Some A220s have been coming in from Long Island Islip, so pretty exciting indeed, but hopefully we'll see some more A220 service. I know we'll be seeing more on the Las Vegas and Los Angeles services once those start up. I believe Savannah will be on A220s as well. So, yeah, pretty exciting news indeed. So, yeah, so once again, this Breeze A220 is riding from Tampa and making a return flight out there. Moving on to the next aircraft here, the Breeze ERJ-195, operating for an ERJ-190. This aircraft has just arrived from Windsor-Lux, and he'll be continuing on to Columbus in Ohio, and both these flights are Breeze Flight 508. So since the last airport update, Breeze has opened up a focus city at Norfolk with all these routes, and yes, Norfolk is one of the 5 Breeze focus cities. So I'm just so glad that Norfolk's finally become a focus city. For the longest time, this airport hasn't really been a hub or a focus city for any airline. Besides the PSA CRJ 700, that really doesn't count. So, yeah. So that's it for this. That's it for Concourse Bravo, and now we'll be moving on to all the taxiing aircraft. Alright, so starting with the taxiing aircraft, here we have Frontier Airbus A321-200 in the Steve the Eagle livery. This aircraft has arrived in from Denver as Frontier Flight 675, sorry about that, and he'll be heading right back out to Denver. So Frontier has about 3 destinations in Norfolk. They don't really have a big presence here, so yeah, so Frontier has flights to Denver, Orlando, and Miami. Miami is a newer service that did start last year, and it's pretty exciting to see a new service from Frontier. They don't really often bring new services to Norfolk, so yeah, we'll have to see what services come to Norfolk after the Spirit merger. We'll just have to see. I assume we'll get some new Frontier routes then, so we'll just have to see. And yeah, in the last Norfolk Airport update, we did not have any Frontier models. We just had that Air Classics Hummingbird A320. I do miss that model, but that model is sadly broken. I did sell it. So yeah, so this Frontier 21 will be heading out to Denver. Alright, so proceed on to the next taxi aircraft. This aircraft, we'll say he's number 5 for departure here with American Airlines Boeing 747-800 in the Astrojet retro livery. So the reason why I'm including this, just because this aircraft has been in Norfolk a lot of times, from mainly Dallas Fort Worth. Astrojet came into Norfolk around like 5 or 6 times this year already, which is pretty exciting, pretty crazy to say this special livery has been in Norfolk a lot, so that's why I had to include it. And this aircraft has been mainly consistently on the Dallas Fort Worth service, so yeah, so this American 747-800 Astrojet livery has arrived from Dallas Fort Worth, and you making a return flight out there. This flight is AE Flight 2274. And Dallas Fort Worth is a 3 times daily service and it's been mainly on some 747-800s. Yeah, so during the past year, this service has also been on some A321s and some A319s as well, so yeah, pretty interesting there. Moving on to the next aircraft here, the beautiful Panama's Allegiant Airlines Airbus A319-100. This aircraft will be heading out to St. Petersburg in Florida as Allegiant Flight 2021, and yeah. And moving on to the next aircraft here, the poorly backlit Southwest Boeing 747-MAX 8. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna press some better light. So here's the Southwest Boeing 747-MAX 8. This is the third release by Gemini Jets. Once again, this is not really the best Southwest MAX release. Hopefully Intel will do some soon. So this Southwest 747-MAX 8 has arrived from Chicago Midway. He'll be heading right back out there, and this is Southwest Flight 876. So the Chicago Midway service has been mainly on MAX 8, so it's pretty exciting to see. That's how it was pre-pandemic, before the MAX groundings as well. And so these MAX 8s has been operating flights to Baltimore. We have seen some on Orlando service and the Nashville service. So these MAX 8s have been prevalent at Norfolk International Airport. Pretty exciting to say. And yeah, Southwest is a key airline that's using the MAX at Norfolk. We see a Southwest MAX about every single day, along with that American MAX. So, and sometimes too, the free times daylight. So it's crazy to say. So, yeah, I love to see it. And yeah. All right, moving on to the next aircraft. So this is an aircraft that's not been featured in Airport Day in a long time. I believe the last time this was featured was either in our older Norfolk Airport Day or maybe at Jacksonville once or twice. So here we have the Gemini Jets UPS Boeing 757-200. So a lot of you didn't know I had this model, but I do have a UPS 757. This is the Gemini Jets 2017 release. I believe this was the UPS exclusive model. Gemini Jets have recently done this in the September 2021 set. I did not get that model though, but just because I had this model. This model is perfectly fine for me for Norfolk. So this UPS 757-200 has arrived in from Richmond in Virginia. This is an extremely short flight. This is only like a 20-minute flight. I got to transfer the UPS packages somewhat, right? So, yeah, and this flight, once it arrives in Richmond, normally continues on to either sometimes Philadelphia or to Louisville. So, yeah, that's where it continues on to. And yeah, so it probably picks up packages from Norfolk, and then once it gets to Richmond, it picks up some more packages and it heads out to heads out to Louisville. So yeah, UPS has some other destinations as well. These aren't really random destinations. They have Columbia, South Carolina as one of their destinations. That's mainly the other destination they have. They have a couple other ones. They sometimes send the UPS 757 straight to Philadelphia sometimes as well, and also sometimes straight to Louisville. It's so inconsistent though. And yeah, so this UPS 757-200 will be heading out to Louisville, and this is a pretty early morning flight. And moving on to the final aircraft in this long airport day here, the American Eagle Embraer J175. This aircraft is operating for Republic, and yeah, this aircraft will be heading out to New York John Kennedy as AA54608. I did not write the destination on this route. I did not write a destination on this route, so I forgot to do that, but here it is. So, yeah. Alright, folks. So that's conclude this Norfolk International Airport Day. This is the 5th update. And this airport day was for July of 2022. And yes, it's crazy to say that Norfolk is finally back on my YouTube channel. It's been a long time in the making. I've always wanted to do this airport update again, but I just did not have the adequate time and resources to do another update. So pretty unfortunate, but look where we are now. Yeah, it's pretty exciting to say that. Yeah, pretty exciting to say how we finally have this airport series back on my YouTube channel. And yes, this will be a monthly airport update series. So yeah, it'll be pretty exciting. This will go along with my Jacksonville Fictional Airport and my Southwest Lovefield Fictional Model Airport as well. So we'll have free airport updates every month on my YouTube channel, along with random model airports. So that series will be returning on my YouTube channel. We did one random model airport update, which was the Sacramento update. I don't recommend watching that one. It wasn't the best one. I would love to redo that airport date and do a new Sacramento one. This was a one-off video. Yeah, so random model airport dates will be returning. So in case you didn't notice on the subscriber form, I did have a poll about which airport dates you would like me to do, and a lot of you have said a lot of you had just put all sorts of random requests on there, and I love the requests, so we're going to try to give for all the requests first. Yeah, so the first one we'll be doing is New York LaGuardia. So that'll be our first random model airport date, and that should be coming out some point this month. Yeah, probably after Massive Unboxing Free, we'll do a New York LaGuardia update. I can't wait to do that one. It'll be fun. And yeah, so what else is coming in July? So we'll have Massive Unboxing Free, which will be coming very soon, likely either next week or the week after next, of the new Entry Miles June releases, which will be coming in very soon. So I cannot wait to have those models, especially just Delta 57s. They're going to be flat out amazing models, and they'll be key assets for Norfolk and for Jacksonville Fictional Model Airport. So I'm so excited for this. We'll be getting the some Freightster 900. We'll be getting a Lufthansa model. We'll be getting the KLM model. There's another one I'm forgetting. We'll be getting the Delta A321 Neo. I'm extremely excited for all those, and I cannot wait to have those models in my collection. So pretty exciting news indeed. And yeah, so I cannot wait to do that video. I cannot wait to premiere and chat with y'all. I enjoyed the premieres. In case you haven't noticed, I've been doing way more premieres recently on all my videos just for fun. I really like doing the premieres. I'm on summer break, so might as well do some premieres. Just spend some time chatting with you guys, socializing with you guys. I really enjoy that as well. So hopefully you guys all enjoy this video, and I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat. So yeah, it's just crazy to see how far Norfolk has come since, even in 2 years since the last time we've done this airport. There's so much has happened, and I can't even see the future of this airport. Hopefully Breeze will open up some new routes, Southwest. Maybe we'll get a new airline. Hopefully Alaska will start flying here or something like that, or Avela. I would not tell Avela to start service in Norfolk eventually. This would be kind of a key state for them to do. I would love to see it because Avela would be a really cool airline to represent this airport. The NG model still hasn't made an Avela model for whatever reason, so yeah. And I do hear rumors that Gemini Jets will be releasing an Avela model soon, so Gemini might be NG too. So NG models, they got to pick up their pace on that. But yeah, pretty exciting news indeed. Yeah, so hopefully Norfolk will expand more in the future. Not really else I want to say about this airport today. I kind of said everything I want to say. And yeah, so I am JT Pod. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching this video. And have a wonderful day.